I like their draft as well. It has a lot of counters as well against to Team Malaysia. Malaysia also be able to actually do a really good backline engagement with Farsa for the damage-wise. But here's the thing, when it comes to execution, this is what it's going to be like. And I'm not sure if you guys can actually catch up or even able to hear the sound of the roaring, the crowd just screaming out and giving all the supports coming into Indonesia as well as Malaysia. Right now, as Championship 2025, one of them will go to the grand final. Who will it be? Is it going to be Team Indonesia or Malaysia?
We hear the cheers of the crowd. They grant energy to the players up on stage right now as they engage in the Land of Dawn for game number 1. And we are already seeing Skies doing some sneaky business here, stealing the orange buff away. Team Indonesia has no idea.
Wow. Sneaky, sneaky, still right there. And somehow the rotation-wise is not aware by the team of Indonesia. This is going to be good. Movement-wise, Malaysia is doing well. But at the meantime, great zoning comes through. Goes into a mighty swing and a drag pit as well. Got a lot of hits right there. Is it going to be enough? Ezekiel comes in just to drag out Yums, but they're going to be able to do so. But goes in for the puncher. Yum survives it out. But at the same time, burning the ground. Rolling against the full floor.
And this has been a key point of Lolil throughout the entire tournament. He's always known to be an ego challenger, but the number of times he has won out these gold lane trades has been stellar throughout WEC so far. Team Malaysia carving out a nice advantage for them. By now, Joe has realized he does not have his second buff, and that is going to give Skies a nice EXP lead, especially with the turtle coming up in 10 seconds.
Oh, even the steal was just perfect coming up for Team SRG. Oh, sorry, Team Malaysia. My bad, my bad. I guess I'm still not done with EWC, I guess. But this is WEC. We're talking about Team Malaysia right now. Rotation-wise is definitely good. Goes in for the mighty swing. Now going in for the Federer. Stormy doing some damage, takes down Weedy!
This is a classic Stormy hero. You don't get to see it very often because it is quite easily picked off, but the Farsa just has so much burst damage at level 4, and Team Malaysia knows it. Playing around that timing on both Stormy and Skies means they get an easy pick-off, even forcing out the Revitalize, and now they have the numbers advantage coming in for the first turtle.
Turtle definitely be in the hands of Team Malaysia. Not gonna actually be allowed, but goes in for the tectonic charge, goes for the mighty swing as well. Stormy takes down Weedy for the double kill right here in the hands.
The signature aggression of Team Malaysia showing itself once again. Team Indonesia, they've been in these situations before, and they are well aware that their draft doesn't give them as much of an early game advantage. Their goal is to make sure they don't fall too far behind so that the scaling can start kicking in on Joe and Kabuki.
A lot of great position comes through right now. Sakis!
He stole it.
Away again!
Skies has been popping off. Hayabusa stealing multiple buffs away. We are looking at a near 2-level lead between the junglers already. And this is Joe on the Lancelot as well, one of the most feared heroes in the meta currently. The macro play and the rotational pressure from Malaysia is too much.
Ooh, even the bravest fighter comes in, but the shadow kills come through. Is it gonna be enough? Goes in for the hit, but no! Ares managed to survive it all, but that was a really great push comes in from Team Malaysia.
That was very, very close. Aran able to keep himself alive there, but we can see that the EXP lane has been completely won out by Momo with a little bit of assistance from the mid lane. Lolil so far doing a very good job as well against Kabuki, a full level up. Now Yums is coming in to give even more of a hand.
Goes in for the diving composition, last insanity to burst the ground. Goes in for the tectonic touch. Yums shuts down Kabuki.
The pressure from Team Malaysia right now is oppressive. And I don't think Team Indonesia has felt this since the beginning of WEC. They've been pushed into a corner so far, but nothing like this. 4 minutes, 3K gold lead for Team Malaysia. First items completed in the side lanes. And once again, we did say that Team Malaysia would be stronger at this point, but
goes
still.
in for the tectonic touch. Shadow kills comes through. Not gonna be enough damage though, but still, it is enough pressure comes through from Team Malaysia.
Team Malaysia playing for their strengths. They're well aware that this is the time where they just need to play for tempo and get as much of a snowball as possible. Obsidia is definitely an off-meta pick, but once you get into the later stages, this is a hero that can punish you quite heavily if you're not careful. Malaysia wants to avoid that and just close out the game ASAP.
Great composure, just trying to actually hold out the position of Team Indonesia. They're being denied every countless attempt, especially the movement has been controlled by Team Malaysia. And this is why they are so aggressive to a point that there's no chance whatsoever. Setting up just to make sure that all the pushing of the wave comes through. Team Malaysia still has a lot of the macro gamings as well as objective in their hands.
Joe could be in a bit of trouble here.
Go in for a fight, Mighty Swing comes through, goes in for the tectonic charge. Joe! Shuts down in the hands of Momo!
That timing from Yums was actually incredible. He knew exactly when Joe would be popping out of the iframes and landed the tectonic charge on time. There's really nothing that he could have done there. Team Malaysia still popping off currently. For the side of Team Indonesia, they're gonna need to figure something out. Their goal right now is to slow down the game as much as possible. Witty going to need to play an important role in providing information because Team Malaysia just has too much freedom on the map currently, and that is affecting their advantage over the side lanes.
You can pick up Yums as much as you want. Yums going to be able to survive it all. He just comes in with a Mighty Swing and tweak, tweak, tweak. You are done for good. You're not going to be able to pick me up. I'm as heavy as rock. Who are you to move me around, bro? But at the same time, right here, more pressure comes in from Team Malaysia. They know for a fact that they will be able to set things up for the third turtle.
Now, Team Indonesia does still have some paths to play. Joe is a little bit behind, 2 levels actually, from Sky, so the scaling there is not really going to kick in. Ideally, they want to play around Aran since the Esmeralda has not actually died yet. Maybe some split push pressure would assist, but Aran now in some danger himself.
But Yes comes in! Oh, Pin shut it around, but Stormy able to take down Aran, but it's going to be traded out by Kabuki. Not a good trade comes in because of that overextension.
And that's what we're talking about with that Obsidia. That Hunt of Bone can really punish heroes like Hayabusa if you're not careful. Skies had no way to escape there. And looks like Kabuki will be able to get away from Momo as well. So that's going to buy Indonesia a little bit of time. At the very least, they're able to stop the snowballing on the Hayabusa. But Team Malaysia still controlling most of the map.
See, so far, going in for the Eastern Rampant, going in the ground for Jor, but it's not going to be enough though. There's just a little bit of poking coming in from Team Malaysia. Again, this is the third turtle. If they want to actually go in, they have to wait out for Sukis to set things up. Even Stormy just trying to zone things out. A lot of rotation that is done by Team Indonesia. They know for a fact they need to stick together like glue.
Team Indonesia can take advantage of Team Malaysia trying to play as much of the map as possible. If they can pair people up with Kabuki and land the Hunt of Bone, they can still... Oh, that was a steal. Sky's got the purple right after the turtle too.
Hello, police. Can somebody tell me, can anyone help that there is a stealer right here in the Land of Dawn and his name is Sakais right here. Able to steal everyone, but corridors are open. Master goes in into the front line right here. Shadow Kill comes in. Sakais shuts down Yasukill. Great diving composition and seal away the turret for the mid.
Kabuki just barely missed the timing on hitting that Hunt of Bone. That could have been a kill and punish on Skies. But he was able to dash out just in time. They're not able to find the land slot up top, so Joe will be able to survive there. But we are looking at a 7-1 kill score in favor of Team Malaysia. 6.5k lead in 8 minutes. Next Lord is coming up in another minute or so. So there is still a little bit of breathing room right now. But Team Malaysia is going to be upping the tempo. They want to make sure they continue controlling the map and not allow their opponents to extend into the river.
This is the level where Team Malaysia is getting a lot of the upper hand. Even with the goal lead right now with 5,000 in their hands, they know they can actually switch things up. They can actually control all the motion, but at the same time, putting out that Earther Rampant denies any movement coming up from Team Indonesia, and at least they can get the turtle or even the turret right here at the bottom one.
So far, so good for Team Malaysia. Team Indonesia still needs a little bit more time. Kabuki only has 2 items.
Oh, Lovia just picks it up. Sakis takes down Aran, now goes in for the dash. Going in for the diving. Is it going to be enough though? Unfortunately, Sakis had to back things up. A little bit overextension, but still managed to screw away. But Kabuki with Momo. It's not going to be a really good 1v1, but it seems that Team Malaysia comes in. Takes down attack with Yums comes through. Kabuki barely surviving out, but it's going to be Momo with the last hit. Shut down Kabuki.
The movements from Team Malaysia are so controlled right now. They get a kill down bottom, they back off, they connect with Momo, who is already communicating with them that this Obsidia is way out of position. And the timing on that could not be better either. The Lord literally has just spawned. And we know that with this, Team Indonesia has no chance of contesting. They just have to try and get whatever space they can on the map.
Let's see. So far, we know that Aran has been surviving so at the moment right now with the crucials that even though he will be able to actually pull through for the front line, but again, there's not much of the setup that is needed. A lot of the AoE that is required for the team of Indonesia doesn't come through, and this is where the fine line that if you cannot actually catch someone, Team Malaysia just gonna come through with it.
But even if they want to make the catch, Team Malaysia right now moving around the map a little bit too cleanly. Trying to think of ideas for Team Indonesia currently, but the goal difference may be a little bit too big. They're going to need to try and prolong this game for another 8 minutes at least for them to remain relevant. And that means surviving another 2 or 3 Lords coming in from the opposite side, the first of which is already pushing down bottom.
Almost barely getting Aran there, but still it's going to be a good zoning. Already been put up, goes in for the dash. Mighty Swing as well. It's going to be Federer as well. Aran takes down by Stormy, and now they goes in for the dash. But this is already enough. Just taking down one player at a time. Discipline comes through for Team Malaysia.
This is still not too bad though for Team Indonesia. They managed to trade 1 for 1. Their Lancelot is pushing on the other side, so they won't have to deal with another wave. But the Lord is finally connecting, and there is no holy defense.
Holy defense already broken. This is gonna be bottom turret in the hands of Team Malaysia already. They want to set things up. Goes in for the dash. Stick Eyes takes down Kabuki. Federer is already open. Weedy is in the open. Stormy going to do some damage there, but still surviving it out. Stormy had to flicker away to move it, but goes in for the takedown in touch. Lolio takes down Aran. Crystal in the loose right now. Just a little bit more. Sikis takes down Weedy. Only left with Yesico. Is it gonna be enough? Last insanity! Oh, barely getting alive right there, but still managed to actually give a lot of pressure in the baseline. But here, Joe, all by himself, was tagged out by Momo.
Another wave pushing down bottom. It's a 1v4 defense. Kabuki just came back, but is the damage enough? The crystal is exposed.
Oh,